shots, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They start the drive with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now Newton on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
It's a gain of 29. Complete to Greg Olsen. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On the carry, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down now. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third down, Cousins. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot. Downfield, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it second down and 11. 21-0 our score after one. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
He's checking crack.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Mike's 48. Man, QB's trash. Let's go. Share.
Play fake. Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Check three, check three, check three. Watch your distance.
Now Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Gun. Mike, check, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch. Check 24.
Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
You can't stop me.
Third and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Gun.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
No. Off. Protein spill.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Complete to right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
64, wait.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep off. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Newton being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He stiff-arms him. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Back to throw, Newton. Flush to his right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
20.
40's the mic. 40's the mic.
You must be dreaming.
Mike 40.
From the 41, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 41 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Check 99. Check safety. Kill.
Black.
Kill.
Gun.
Motion. Watch the motion. 54 is the mic.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
He's tired of me.
Cousins on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting till next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
Okay, lastly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why?
No. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. About 3 yards there to the 27. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Slam.
Now a run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I'm going to run.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Vikings.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cook. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check, 59. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts.